Okay, so I'm going to get a little technical with you today. I'm going to talk about BMI, which you've probably heard of. I'm also going to talk about BMR, which is potentially a little more important for our needs. So BMI stands for Body Mass Index, and it's a basic formula that provides a rough indication of where your body mass sits on a standardized chart. Chart ranges from underweight through to heavily obese and everywhere in between. The calculation measures your weight against your height and it spits out a number. Doesn't take into consideration your age or any environmental factors or anything like that. And it also doesn't give you any consideration that you may be slightly shorter or very muscly. It just takes your total weight and divides that over your total height. So it gives us very limited feedback as to your overall health. However, it does provide medical professionals, researchers, scientists a standardized number to work off as to say what percentage of the population may be overweight or obese. Your GP may have even noted your BMI and as a result told you to be more active or work through a program like this one. So there's nothing wrong with the BMI, it's just inherently somewhat limited, you would say. BMR, on the other hand, is a measurement of how many calories your body will burn on a day. BMR stands for basal metabolic rate and is a calculation of your height, your weight and your age, and it's multiplied by other factors to provide us with a number as to how many calories your body will burn if you do nothing. So for example, a 45-year-old female weighs about 70 kilos, about 160 centimeters. Their BMR is about 1300 calories. So essentially a 45-year-old woman who lays in bed will burn 1300 calories through brain function, nervous system as such. So to better represent a person's life, there's an additional multiplication that can be done on the activity level that 45-year-old lady would do. So if that 45-year-old lady did about 35 minutes of exercise, the BMR will escalate up to 1800 calories. So why is that important? So to know how much your body is going to burn, we can adjust the amount of calories that we put in through our meal plan. We also work out how much exercise we need to do to improve your BMI, and we can finally work out how long it's going to take to lose those kilos through calorie deficit that we're looking for. So for your knowledge, 1 kilo of fat is about 7,000 calories. So we need a total deficit of about 7,000 calories to lose a kilo of fat. So that's an incredible amount. Now, we can do a couple of things. We can work through it slowly, which we're going to do, or we can try and speed up that BMR, like speed up your metabolism. I know you may have heard that. So I'm unfortunately here to tell you that the things that you may read on the internet, say eating chilies, eating capsicum, other foods, they don't deliver the promises that are made through the internet. They may speed up your metabolism, but generally by about 20 calories a day. Now, if you're thinking about 20 calories a day, that's not a lot of calories when we're looking at, say, how much, an orange is, or, so we're only talking about a small amount if we're trying to speed up that BMR, which is why it's now important to realize, and the reason we're doing this video, is that it's going to take a long time. If you're thinking about 7,000 calories to burn a kilo of fat, then we have to do it in a slow, progressive fashion. We can't do it all at once. So if you're thinking about losing 2 kilos a week, think about 14,000 calorie deficit. That's almost no food and killing yourself, which is pretty much what they were doing on The Biggest Loser. Now, your metabolism and the speed of which, unfortunately, is governed by a lot of inherent traits in you. So your age, your muscle mass, and your DNA. So there's not a huge amount that we can affect, but what we can affect is the calories in and the calories out. So we can affect how much exercise we do, and we can affect how much we put in our mouth, which is why we have the meal plan and why I keep coming back to that meal plan. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I haven't rambled too quickly. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to fire them through. I'm happy to answer any question that you may have. As always, have a good day and I'll see you soon.